Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Rabbi Locketts. Welcome to Beit Shalom in our Shabbat morning service. Standing at the reading desk behind me is Cantor Segal, and playing that beautiful music over there is Amelia Flagel on the piano. And I think many of you know Andrew Segal, who's up on the beamer this morning. He's here to become a bar mitzvah, and I know many of you are here to celebrate with him. To Andrew's left is Adam Cohen, who's a member of our board and who represents the congregation on the pulpit this morning. And to Andrew's right is Rabbi Crimmings. And together we all welcome you and say Shabbat Shalom. We're going to be praying this morning using our Beit Shalom Shabbat morning prayer book, which is the loose leaf bound prayer book that you can find in a seat pocket nearby. We're going to begin on the bottom of page 4. When you see italicized print in English, that's your cue to read along as a congregation. And of course, when you see Hebrew that you recognize, we'd like you to participate and join us. As we turn to Modeh Ani on the bottom of page 4, we also want to ask you to turn off cameras or cell phones or any other technology that you may have with you that might cause a distraction during services. Modeh Ani, page 4. Continue together on page 6 with the blessing for Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with your mitzvot and commands us to engage in the study of Torah. Together.
Eternal our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us and to the house of Israel, your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. Blessed is Adonai, the teacher of Torah to your people Israel.
We continue on page 7, singing together the words of Elu Devarim.
Elu Devarim she'en lahem shior. Elu Devarim she'en lahem shior. Devarim she'en lahem shior ve'eluhem. Elu devarim she'en lahem shior. Elu devarim she'en lahem shior. Elu devarim she'en lahem shior ve'eluhem. Kibud avayim u'gmilut chasadim ve'hashkamat beit hamidrash shacharit ve'arit. Elu devarim she'en lahem shior. Elu devarim she'en lahem shior. Elu devarim she'en lahem shior ve'eluhem. Ve'hachnasat orchim u'bikur cholim. Ve'hachnasat kala u'bayat hamet. Bi'un tfilah ve'hava'at shalom ben adam l'chaveru. Ve'talmud Torah keneged kulam. Ve'talmud רק כנגד כולם. אלו דברים שאין לכם שיעור, אלו דברים שאין לכם שיעור, אלו דברים שאין להם שיעור,
Let's turn to page 9 and continue together chanting our Nisim B'chol Yom, praises for everyday miracles.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who clothes with awareness. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who spreads out the earth upon the waters. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who makes firm our steps. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who forms me in the image of God. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me to be free. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me a Jew. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who girds Israel with strength. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who crowns Israel with splendor. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who provides for all my needs. Some of you may have wondered to yourself why Elijah's chair is out in front of the reading desk this morning, and that's because we bless all new babies in Elijah's chair. It's our tradition to think that Elijah will be the one who will announce the day of the beginning of the Messianic era, and we believe that with every baby born, perhaps the goodness in the world will be shifted towards greater goodness than the opposite, and that perhaps this baby will bring us closer to the day of the Messianic era when the world will be perfected. So I want to invite Madison and Kellner to the bima with their parents, Josh and Ashley. One of Andrew's grandparents was mentioned this morning that she felt it was just yesterday that he had been named and had his bris. So you can see here 13 years. It seems like a long time, but it's not. So enjoy these moments because we know that she'll be standing at the bima as a bat mitzvah before you can even imagine. We have here a certificate with her Hebrew name on it, Mira Liat. And this is a keepsake, but it's also a reminder that she is entered into the covenant today as a member of the Jewish community, and so we think that's something to bless. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors, we join you now in thanking you for the gift of this precious child and the sacred blessing of this sacred moment. We pray that her life will be one of health and happiness, full of joy and learning. May Torah always be in her heart, and her hands be engaged in acts of tikkun olam, of repairing the world. As she now receives the Hebrew name of Mira Liat, we hope your presence will always be with her, guiding and supporting her through all the stages of her life. As she grows, may she do her name proud, honoring those who have come before her through her actions
and inspiring future generations by way of her spirit and character. May her parents, with great wisdom and patience, guide her in the direction of those Jewish values we have long held so dear. And may her community of friends and family be present for her always, as we are in this very moment, as together we say, Amen. I'm going to invite Rabbi Crummings over to help me offer God's blessing. She's going to hold Madison. I don't normally turn down opportunities to hold a baby, but I have a bit of a cold today, so I'm going to let her hold the baby. And while she is taking Madison from you, I also want you to see this Bet Shalom Yiladim onesie that will go home with you. It's a special gift.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's countenance shine on you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May you know God's blessings of health, happiness, and joy today and every day, as together we say, Amen.
Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, simen tov, yehelanu, 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 oh, lecho Yisrael, yehelanu, yehelanu, oh, lecho Yisrael, yehelanu, yehelanu, oh, lecho Yisrael, yehelanu, yehelanu, oh, lecho Yisrael.
Let's turn back to our prayer books to page 12 for Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal, Yitgadal, Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach yirutei ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchayedecho Beit Yisrael bagala bagala uvizman kariv v'imeru
Amen.
Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam alal me'amaya Yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Dekudesha Barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma v'imeru
Amen.
Barechu et Adonai hamevorach Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due, now and forever. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvorei choshech, oseh shalom uvorei et hakol. Hameir la'aretz v'ladarim aleha barachamim, uvtuvo mechadesh b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh bereshit. Ma rabu ma'asecha Adonai, kulam b'chochma asita, mal'a ha'aretz kinyanecha, titbarach Adonai Eloheinu, al shabach ma'aseh yadecha, ve'al me'orei or she'asita yefarucha sela, or chadash al Sion ta'ir, v'nizkech ulanu mehera le'oro, baruch atah Adonai, yotzer ha'me'orot. Let's turn to page 14 in our prayer books, and we'll read responsively in English. Deep is your love for us, abiding your compassion. From of old we have put our trust in you, and you have taught us the laws of life. Be gracious now to us, that we may understand and fulfill the teachings of your word.
Enlighten our eyes in your Torah, that we may cling to your mitzvot. Unite our hearts to love and revere your name. We trust in you and rejoice in your saving power, for you are the source of our help. You have called us and drawn us near to you in faithfulness. Joyfully we lift up our voices and proclaim your unity, O God. In love you have called us to your service. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kavod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. You may be seated. We'll continue on page 16.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Let's turn to page 17 and read responsively. True and enduring, beloved and precious, awesome, good, and beautiful is this eternal teaching.
This truth we hold to be forever certain. The eternal God is our ruler. You are the rock of Jacob, our protecting shield.
You abide through all generations. Your name is eternal. Your throne stands firm. Your sovereignty and faithfulness are everlasting.
Your words live and endure, true and precious to all eternity.
Adonai, our God, you redeemed us from Egypt.
You set us free from the house of bondage.
For this, the people who felt your love sang songs of praise to you.
The living God, high and exalted, mighty and awesome,
who humbles the proud and raises the lowly, who frees the captive and redeems the oppressed.
Who is the answer to all who cry out? All praise to God Most High, the source of blessing. Like Moses, Miriam, and Israel, we sing to you this song of rejoicing. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar v'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh, shira charasha, שיבחו גאולים לשמך, אספות היום, יחד כולם הודו, והמליכו, ויאמרו, אדוני אמלוך, Zur Israel, kom av Ezrat Israel, ufetechinu mecha, Yehuda ve'Yisrael. Go'aleinu, Adonai tzvaot shemo, Kadosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'ai Yisrael. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agid hilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'koneh Hakol, Ve'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Gula livnei v'neihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rav lehoshia, Morid hatal, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim ve'rofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umido melech, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Nekadesh ad shimcha ba'olam, Keshem shemakdishim oto b'shmei marom, Kakatuv al yad neviecha, V'kara zel zeh ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Meloch ol haaretz, Kevodo. Adir, Adirenu, Adonai, Adonenu, Adir Shimecha bechol haaretz, Baruch Kevod Adonai, Mimkomo. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu, hu Malkeinu, hu Moshienu, v'hu Yashmienu, b'rachamav le'enei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimloch Adonai la'olam, Elohai דור ודור נגיד בו לך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. We'll continue singing together on the bottom of page 22 with Yismechu.
ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. מקדשי שביעי שבת, כולם ישמעו ויקטנגו מתוך השבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת, חמדות ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. זכר למעשה וראשית שבת, זכר למעשה וראשית שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת.
We'll take a few moments now for silent meditation. You can use the words that are in our prayer book through page 27 or the words in your own heart.
Say shalom, shalom, mimramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, veyakol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom, mimramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael, amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom, mimramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru amen. V'yakol Yisrael, amen.
When a child is held in Elijah's chair, as we saw earlier this morning, it's their parents that are making that choice for them, that they be entered into the covenant and marked among the house of Israel as a member of our community. A lot happens between the age of a few days old and the age of 13. When our 13-year-olds come to the Bima, in many ways, it's to do the same thing, to be entered into the covenant, to be held responsible for the covenant, to prove that they want to remain in the covenant. And so our 13-year-olds, sometimes forced by parents, hopefully not entirely forced by parents, but our 13-year-olds who are no longer children and not yet adults come to the Bima to declare that this is important to them too, and that they will carry these traditions forward, that the covenant will remain unbroken. And that's what Andrew is here to do today. He has been working for a very long time in religious school and being part of the community, and also these last 10 months learning his Torah portion and showing us that he can be counted on to be a link in the chain that goes all the way back to Moses on Mount Sinai. So we call Andrew forward now to the Bima, Ari, Yitzchak, as we all turn in our prayer books to page 28.
Happy is the one who finds wisdom, the one who gains understanding. For its fruits are better than silver, its yield than fine gold. It is more precious than rubies. No treasure can match it. Al shlosha devarim haolam omed, al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. The world stands on three things, on Torah, worship, and loving deeds.
We are going to call to the Bima the generations of Andrew's family, his parents, his grandparents, his great-grandparents. We'll ask his sister to join them as well. And we're going to ask Deb Fisher and Talia to come and help us open the ark. Please rise.
Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Al Torah חסדים על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים.
Andrew, this is the Torah that has been part of your life since you were entered into the covenant at 8 days old. It's the Torah that has our lessons and our stories and the blueprint for life that we as Jews hold so sacred. It's a Torah that has passed through the generations of all of our families, not always easily, but today it becomes yours. And if you look here, you have such love in the faces of your family who are ready to pass the Torah to you, and to your grandmother that opened the ark for you. Your great-grandmother received the Torah that came from those before her, and who passed it on to the generation of your grandparents. And who in turn passed it on to your parents. And with Talia looking on, I know excited for her day. A few years down the road, it becomes yours.
Havu godel leloheinu utnu chavod la Torah. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah.
Ki mitzion tetze Torah. Ki mitzion tetze Torah. Udevar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch Shanatan Torah, Torah. Baruch Shanatan Torah, Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato.
Beit Yaakov lechu v'nelcha be'or Adonai. O house of Jacob, come, let us walk by the light of our God.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shema, Gadol Adonai iti, Unrumema Shemo yachdav, Lecha Adonai Hagdulah, V'hagvura, V'hatiferet, V'hanetzach, V'hahod, Ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz, Ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz, Lecha Adonai hamamlacha, v'hamit na'aseh lechol lerosh. Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yehiram hayam, Yehiram hayam, Yehiram hayam umelo.
We call Talia Segal and Justin Brown to the bima to help us undress the Torah.
Yiram hayam umelo. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam umelo. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam umelo. Yismechu hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz.
My Torah portion for this Shabbat is Shoftim, from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20, beginning with verse 1. You may find it in your Torah commentaries on page 1474. Please follow along with me in English as I chant the Hebrew.
That was page 1474. There's only one book nearby that has that many pages, so you can know which one it is. If you're in the first couple of rows, you have to reach behind you to get a Torah commentary. Andrew has broken his Torah portion up into 7 different aliyot, 7 different sections, 7 different opportunities for people to come stand with him at the Torah as he chants. And so for the first aliyah, we call Sherry Begum Goldschmidt, Marilyn and Larry Rich, Carol and Sheldon Segal, Nancy Hursk. Ya'amdu, Sarah, V'Leah Miriam, V'Eliezer, V'Chasha, V'Zalman, V'Naftali Chana Lichvod HaTorah.
Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Ki tetzei lamilchama al oyevecha v'ra'ita sis v'arachav amrav mimecha lo tira mehem ki Adonai Elohecha imach hama'alcha me'eretz Mitzrayim v'haya ki karavchem El HaMilchama v'nigash HaKohen v'diber el ha'am ve'amar alehem Shema Yisrael atem kirivim hayam lamilchama al oyevechem al yerach levavchem al tireu ve'al tachpezu ve'al ta'artzu mipanehem ki Adonai Elohechem ha'holech imachem lechilachem lachem im oyevechem lehoshia etchem.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Families like yours is what was in mind when we built a bima that had lots of space on it. One of the larger families in Minneapolis, in the Jewish community. And for the second Aliyah, we call some aunts and uncles. Cindy Anderson, Dee Dee and Haplong, Nathan Segal, Stacy Segal. Ya'amdu, Cyril Leah, Chana Malka, Eitan Hacham, Natan Surayeta, Lichvod HaTorah.
Amen. Vidi beru, hashoterim, el ha'am lemor, mi ha'ish, asher bana vayichadash, v'lo chanacho yelech v'yashav, leveto, pen yamut b'milchama, V'ish acher yachnechanu, umi ha'ish asher nata kerem v'lo chililo yelech v'yashav leveto pan yamut b'milchama v'ish acher yechalilenu, umi ha'ish asher eras isha v'lo lekacha Yelech v'yashav leveto pan yamut b'milchama v'ish acher yekachena.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
And for the third Aliyah, we call Andrew's uncle Steve Brown. Ya'amod Shabtai Shmuel Yosef Lichvod HaTorah.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu michol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. V'yasefu hashoterim ledaber el ha'am ve'ameru mi ha'ish hayarei v'rach halevav yelech v'yashav leveto v'lo yimas et levav echav kilvavo V'haya kechalot hashoterim ledaber el ha'am Ufa kedu Zare Tzivaot Verosh Ha'am Ki tigrav el ir Likilachem Aleha Vekarata Eleha Lishalom Vehaya im Shalom Ta'acha Ufatecha Lach Vehaya Kol Ha'am Hanim Tzava Yulecha Lamach Va'avaducha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu yivorech et kol ele she'alu hayom lichvod hamakom lichvod Shabbat v'lichvod Torah v'lichvod Andrew. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah bless all those before you who have risen to the bima this morning to honor God, to honor Shabbat, to honor the Torah, and to honor Andrew. And by this merit, may they be granted life and kept from all trouble and affliction and from every harm or sickness. And may they find blessing and success in every day of their life. As together we say, Amen. And for the fourth Aliyah, I imagine to the great joy of many of those who just descended from the bima, we're going to call a bunch of Andrew's cousins to the bima to stand with him. And so we call Jamie Hansen, Aaron Anderson, Emily Hansen, Abigail Anderson, and Elise Long. Ta'amodna, Michaela Yardena, Aharona Batya, Ariela Rachel, Abigail Daniela, Ariela Yehudit, Lichvod HaTorah.
Baruch et Adonai HaMorach.
Baruch Adonai Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Ve'im lo tashlim imach ve'aseta imecha milchama ve'tzarta eleha untana Adonai Elohecha be'adecha ve'hikita et kol zechura leficha rev rak hanashim v'hataf v'habahema v'cho asher yiyeh va'ir kol shalala tavos lach v'achalta et shilal oyevecha asher natan Adonai Elohecha lach.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'hayei olam natan betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
We have come to the fifth Aliyah, where we will call Andrew's great-grandmother, along with three of his grandparents. Ya'amdu, Esther Begum, Faye Segal, Nancy Brown, Stan Brown. Ya'amdu, Esther Shalomit, Chaya Fega, Necha Livsha, Simeon Mordechai, Lichvod HaTorah.
Baruch atah Adonai. I get the wrong one. Baruch Adonai Hambarach. Baruch atah Elam Ba'ed. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai. Noten haTorah.
Amen. Ken ta'aseh lechol ha'arim harechokot mimecha me'od asher lo me'arei hagoyim ha'ela hina rak me'arei ha'amim ha'ela asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha nachala lo techaya kol neshama ki hacharim tacharimim hachiti v'ha'emori ha'kenaani v'ha'perizi hachivi v'hayevusi ka'asher tzivecha Adonai Elohecha leman asher lo lamedu etchem la'asot kechol to'avotam asher asu le'eloheichem v'chatatem l'Adonai Eloheichem.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torah emet. V'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai. Noten haTorah.
Amen. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivorech Kol Ele She'alu Hayom Lichvod HaMakom Lichvod HaShabbat v'Lichvod HaTorah. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah bless Andrew's grandparents and his great-grandmother and his cousins who have come to honor the Torah, to honor God, and to honor Shabbat, and to honor Andrew. And may they be kept in life and kept from all trouble and affliction and find blessings every day, as together we say, Amen. Now we have come to the sixth aliyah, the second to last one. And this one is reserved for parents, and so we call Susie and Lenny to the bima. Ya'amdu hahorim, Ya'amdu Shoshana Michal ve'Eliezer lichvod haTorah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Kitatsur el ir yamim rabim lichilachem aleha letovsa lo tashchit et etza lindoach alav garzen ki mimenu tochel ve'oto lo tichrot Ki ha'adam et hasadeh lavo mipanecha b'matzor. Rak et asher teda ki lo et ma'achal hu oto tashchit v'charata uvanita matzor al ha'ir asher hi osa imecha milchama ad ridta ki matzeh chalal ba'adama asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha lirishta nofel basadeh lo noda mihikahu V'yatze uzi kenecha v'shofetacha umadadu el ha'arim asher sivivot hechala.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah hu yivorech et hahoreh habachur habar mitzvah hayom. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless Lenny and bless Susie, parents of Andrew, who has become a bar mitzvah today. They thank you for the strength that you have granted them to raise Andrew to reach this time. Guide them to recognize his new responsibilities among the Jewish people. Bless them with joy and fulfillment today and every day, as together we say, Amen. As I said at the beginning, Andrew broke his Torah portion into 7 different aliyot, and we have heard 6 of them. The 7th one is reserved for him as he crosses that threshold into Jewish adulthood as a bar mitzvah. And we make a distinction by having him turn towards our ark and read from our Torah that remains upright there. So I ask you all to rise and peer over his shoulder. Ya'amod habar mitzvah, Ya'amod Ari Yitzchak ben Eliezer v'Shoshana Michal lichvod haTorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
V'haya ha'ir ha'kirava el ha'chalal, v'lakechu zignei ha'ir ha'hi eglat bakar asher lo ubad ba asher lo mashecha be'o v'horidu dignei ha'ir hahi et ha'egla el nachal etan asher lo ya'aved bo v'lo yizareya v'rafu sham et ha'egla banachal v'nigeshu ha'kohanim b'nei Levi kivam bachar Adonai Elohecha l'shareto uvarech b'shem Adonai v'al pihem yiyeh kori v'chol naga. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah hu yivorech et habachur habar mitzvah Ari Yitzchak ben Eliezer v'Shoshana Michal ba'avur she'alah hayom lichvod hamakom lichvod haShabbat v'lichvod haTorah. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless this bar mitzvah Andrew, who has marked this occasion by being called to the Torah. He has come with reverence for God, for the Torah, and for Shabbat, to thank God for all the good which has been his since the day of his birth. May the Holy One, praised be Adonai, grant him a long life. May he be at one with Adonai, studying God's teachings and walking on God's path. May he prosper in all his worthy endeavors and find favor before God and his fellow human beings. And may his parents continue to rear him to adulthood, imbued with the love of Torah and the performance of good deeds. And may they someday be privileged to bring him back here to stand beneath the chuppah as together we say, Amen. You may be seated. I have been asking for a Misha Berach on each person that has been called to the Torah this morning. And now with the Torah still out before us, we ask for a different kind of Misha Berach. We ask for God's blessing on those who are ill, either of body or of soul, and those who find themselves in difficult situations. I'll read a list compiled by our congregation, and in a moment I'll ask if there are others to consider as well. For healing of body or soul, we think of Penina Miriam, Kirk Friedman, Chuck Conrad, Brooke Mylan, Max Carvel, Donna Ciani, Emily Jarecki, Charles Abramson, Yaron, Andrew Jaffe, Marnie Lachinsky, Jim Levitas, Eileen Pachersky, Taylor Boyle, Mary Sue Kern, Zipporah, Teddy Aronson, Rhonda Garvis, Dina, Olivia Nord, Jennifer Nord, Lee Mannheimer, Sue Weber, Linda Pinsky Griffiths, Ellen Greenberg, Miriam Spillman, Ruth Weinblatt, Jim Landy, Linda Lindholm, Mark Van Note, Rabbi Lynn Landsberg, Ted Richter, Sigmund Stern, Sylvia Topper, Shirley Thomas, John Trachtenberg, Naomi Reyna, Lenny Leader, Beverly Stern, and we think of Nadav Vinish and mention him for a blessing as he serves in Israel's Defense Forces, the IDF. And of course, today especially, we keep in our hearts and offer blessings of well-being for all those who are in the line of the hurricane hitting the southern coast. If there are others to consider, please share their names silently or aloud when I look your way. Baruch atah Adonai rofeh cholim. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, who heals the sick. And Misha Berach prayer is on page 32 in the prayer book.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
As we prepare to lift and dress the Torah with Chagba and Galila, we invite Lindsay Long and Harry Long to the bima to help us dress the Torah. Please rise.
Vezot HaTorah, Vezot HaTorah, Asher Zamosha Lifnei Bnei Yisrael, Al Pi Adonai, Al Pi Adonai, Al Pi Adonai, Al Pi Adonai, Beyad Moshe.
My Haftarah portion for this morning is Shoftim from the book of Isaiah, chapter 52, beginning with verse 7. You may find it in your Torah commentaries on page 1610. Please follow along with me in English as I chant the Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzav v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah uv-Moshe avdo uv-Yisrael amo uv-Nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. Manavu al haharim raglei mevaser mashmiya shalom mevaser tov mashmiya Yeshua omer letzion malach Elohai kol tzofayich naseu kol yachdav yiranenu ki ayin be'ayin yiru beshuv Adonai Zion pitchu radnenu yachdav charvot Yerushalayim kinicham Adonai amo ga'al Yerushalayim chasaf Adonai et zero akocho le'enei kol hagoyim v'ra'u kol atzei aretz et Yeshuat Eloheinu suru suru tzeu misham tamei al tigau tzeu mitocha hibaru no se'er Kelei Adonai ki lo v'chipatzon tetzeu uvim nusa lo telechun ki holeg lifnechem Adonai asifchem Elohei Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzur kol ha'olamim tzadik bechol hadorot ha'el hane'eman ha'omer ve'oseh hamdaber umkayem shekol devarav emet v'tzedek al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh Shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limiucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarchim otach yibarach shimcha b'fi kol chai tamid le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to services at Bet Shalom and my Bar Mitzvah. Today's Torah portion is Shoftim from the book of Deuteronomy. This portion is about the rules of war, especially when the Jewish people were taking over the land of Israel. This includes who does not have to go to war, what the priests should tell the troops before the battle or war, rules for conquering a town, and what to do with a town and everything in it after you have taken control of that town. A small part of my portion also talks about what the community should do if someone is found killed in the open, but no one knows who did it. When I read today's Torah portion, I really wondered about how if a town peacefully surrenders to you as you are taking over the land of Israel, then why must all the people in that town serve you at forced labor, which I interpret as taking slaves? This concept was troubling to me because we were once slaves in Egypt, and now God has told us to impose the same punishment on other people. The ancient rabbis did not have the same problem with my portion as I did. Back when they were alive, slavery is common and normal, whereas today we see slavery as cruel and inhumane. The ancient rabbis were more concerned with the laws of slavery as stated in the Torah and how they compared to the laws of slavery in other cultures and nations of the time. The fact that the ancient rabbis didn't question slavery was kind of upsetting when I first read it, but I was not surprised since it seems like that was the normal practice at the time. In the Torah, slaves of the Israelites are fed the same food and drink as their master. If they're a Hebrew slave, they work for 6 years, then in the 7th year are allowed to go free and are given goods from their master's flock, threshing floor, and winepress. If they do not want to go free, they do not have to. In ancient times, being a slave of the Israelites was sometimes considered better than being free because you had all of your needs taken care of. Once I knew this, slavery in ancient Judaism sounded much better to me, and I was not as upset that the rabbis back then did not question slavery. Unlike the ancient rabbis, I believe that all slavery is wrong, and people should not own other people. This does not affect me much now, because there are no slaves in the United States anymore, but if you interpret a slave as being forced into labor, or working with no or very little pay, then there are many people around this world and in this country who are paid minimum wage or less. This does not have an impact on me yet, as I do not have a job, but eventually, when I do get a job, I will be paid, and this may affect me. This also affects me in my new role as a bar mitzvah, because I'm now closer to getting a job and needing money to take care of myself. My weekly allowance is just not enough. As a bar mitzvah, I have also started to think about how this issue of cheap labor affects other people and what I can do to help change this. One way I'm helping to affect change is by donating books and volunteering my time to Read Indeed, an organization that provides books to kids who may not have much access to books on their own. Their families may not have enough money to buy them books, so Read Indeed provides them with books. I see Torah differently now that I have spent time studying it. Instead of just seeing it as an old piece of paper with words I can't read on it, I see it as the laws and stories of the Jewish people. I'd like to thank my parents for helping me practice, asking me over and over and over again, Andrew, have your practice for your bar mitzvah, and for encouraging me to do my best. Especially my mom for handling all the event planning / menu / decorating and all that stuff. My sister for supporting me and letting me practice, and my grandparents for all their love and support. I'd also like to thank Rabbi Locketts, Rabbi Crimmings, all of my religious school teachers, and especially my tutor Julie Poley for their knowledge and instruction. Thanks also to Cantor Seeger and Amelia Flego for the wonderful music. Shabbat Shalom, and thank you all for coming today. Before I end, I'd also like to thank God with the Shehachianu. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehachianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lasman hazeh. We give thanks to you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this day of joy. Amen.
Please turn in your prayer books now to page 35 and rise.
Yehalelu et Shem Adonai ki nisgav shemo levado. Let us praise the name of Adonai, whose name alone is exalted.
Hota ha'leretz v'shamayim vayarem keleamo tehila lechol
God's teaching is perfect, reviving the soul.
God's word is making wise the simple.
God's precepts are right, delighting the mind.
God's mitzvot are clear, giving light to the eyes.
God's doctrine is pure, enduring forever.
God's guidance is true and altogether just.
Behold, a good doctrine has been given to you, my Torah. Do not forsake it. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all who cling to it find happiness. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace. Help us to return to you, Adonai, then truly shall we return. Renew our days as in the past.
Ki lekach tov natati lechem Torati al ta'azovu Et chayim hi lama chazikim ba v'tom Meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chor netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadesh Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem.
I think after holding the Torah for as long as you just did, you can understand the weight of Torah in life, right? It is both literal and figurative, the weight of Torah. And you dealt with a very difficult part of the Torah. You could have chosen many other parts of this week's Torah portion, like an eye for an eye, or some of the other things that are going on in this parsha. But you chose a very difficult part because slavery is one of those blots on our history. That if you look in the Torah, our ancestors seem to have supported the idea of one human being controlling another human being in a way that we just find unacceptable today. And so there's a couple of ways to look at it. As you did, I think perhaps you showed us that there was a just way in the ancient world of treating people that otherwise might not have been treated justly, and I think that's something for us to remember. Rashi, a long time ago, said that there are only rules in places that rules are needed. So they held up the idea that our Torah put limits on what could be done in another person's life if you took possession of them. I find that somewhat unsatisfying, as I imagine you find it unsatisfying. But it's the heritage we have in the Torah, and I don't think it's something we should hide. It's something that we should think about. And we don't have to do everything today the way it was done then. That's not the point of honoring the Torah and keeping it part of our lives. But I want to focus on another part of the Torah portion, part of what you read, because there's a little line in there that is kind of peculiar but lovely at the same time. What it says about trees. That when you take siege of a city, you're not allowed to cut down the trees. You can cut down some trees if they don't bear fruit, but you can't cut down the trees that bear fruit. And it says there right after the statement, you shall not cut down those trees, it says, for is a tree like a human who can retreat into the city? There's like a rhetorical question in the middle of your Torah portion. That is very unique in the Torah, and I think it's something to think about. Why are trees so special? Well, there are some obvious reasons, right? They provide shade and oxygen and fruit. There is, in fact, in Genesis, there are a number of different places that are clues that perhaps the ancient Israelites or the people before the ancient Israelites, that there was actually tree worship in ancient Israel, that our ancestors worshipped trees. And that was all changed around. You can see in the stories where it was edited a little bit to remove the idea of worshiping the trees, because we don't think that you should worship something like an idol, which a tree might be considered. But there's a story that comes about trees that I think is perhaps pertinent to you this morning and something we should consider for a moment just about your portion. And that's that at some point, and this is a story, so it comes not from the Torah, but from the rabbis who are writing stories about the Torah. At some point, an angel was sent by God to bless Abraham and Sarah. And so the angel, having been sent on assignment, goes and finds Abraham and Sarah, and they find them in their tent in the desert, kind of like our building is modeled after with the tent flaps. They're there in the desert, and they've got all the food they need, and they've got visitors, because that's what they were known to do. They always had people coming and going from their tent, and they seemed to have the perfect life. There was nothing that they were missing. And so the angel went back to God and said, what was I to bless them for? They have everything that they need. And so the story goes that God told the angel that it was like a tree, that once there was somebody sent to bless a tree. And that person went and stood beneath the tree and saw that the tree had great big branches and leaves and was full of shade and was right next to a little river, so it had all of the water it needed for its roots, and it had fruit that was growing and beautiful. And this person said, what can I bless this tree for? This tree has everything it needs. Who am I to give this tree a blessing? And so the angel turns to God and says, Abraham and Sarah are just like the tree. And God says, but the tree may not need a blessing, except for the fact that the tree gives birth to other trees. The seeds that fall from the trees are the blessings for that tree. And so you can go to the tree and say, may your seedlings drop and grow and turn and be like you forevermore. The same way that God blessed Abraham and Sarah and said, you shall be blessed by those that come through you, by those that continue the traditions. And today, we stand here, and many of our prayers don't ask for God to give us blessings because of who we are. They ask God to give us blessings because of who our ancestors are. If you stand here and you look out at the people that have brought you to the Bema, it's like they are each a tree, and you are a seedling that has fallen from that tree and grows from that tree. Two of your grandmothers before the service spoke of the generations that came before and how their presence would be felt here this morning. I think throughout your entire life, you mirror the generations that come before you. But different from a tree, because a tree tends to be just like the ones that came before. You're the combination of lots of different kinds of trees. And you'll grow, and your branches will go out in different directions, and your leaves will be representative of who you are. You will always be a part of the forest, a part of the people that came before you. And that's what your job as a bar mitzvah is to make sure that those trees continue to grow, that our garden continues to blossom, and that from our Torah, from the Pardes, from the forest, goes forth the messages that help make the world a better place. That's your role as a bar mitzvah, to tend the forest. And so we offer you a blessing today. Maybe not because you need anything at this moment, but we offer you the blessing that these generations will continue through you. And so I ask Rabbi Crimmings to join me over here that we may offer you that blessing.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's countenance shine on you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May you know God's blessing of peace, happiness, joy, and fulfillment today and every day, as together we say,
Amen.
Amen.
We're going to turn back in our prayer books to page 37 and rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ היום ההוא היום Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Let's turn to page 39 and read responsively. At the rising of the sun and at its going down, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, as we remember them. We think now of those who have died in recent days: Harriet Bernstein, Robert Wallach, Erwin Meshbesher, Lila Claren Grossman, Clarice Cutts, Sandra Friedman, Hannah Lyon. And we also think of Bernice Steinberg, whose funeral will be tomorrow at Temple Israel at 11:30. We also think of those who died during this week in previous years: Hubert Anderson, Sandra Askenaz, Leonard Bennett, Hannah Berkman-Komanovich, Sam Bialik, Harvey Burke, Ada Fitterman, Fanny Fox, Helma Goldman, Meyer Gorin, Lillian Millman Gross, Robert Gross, Lawrence Hahn, Jacqueline Herman, Paul Johnson, Elsie Kahn, Leo Kaufman, Miriam Annette Kest, Sylvester Laskin, Richard Laskov, Minnie Ligon, Sam London, Jack Mandel, Joseph Miller, Mary Maroner, Marilyn Modell, Sonia Risberg, Irv Sandler, James Segal, Shadi Shamblot, Nina Schiffman, Joan Schloss, Benjamin Singer, Saul Stone, Saul Ziesman. We also think of those in Andrew's family who they are remembering on this special day. Alan Siegel, Sophie Siegel, A. Ray Siegel, Israel Begum, Dadi Celeb, Herb Celeb, Charlotte Brown, Irving Brown. We also think of those who were murdered in the Holocaust who no one has left to say Kaddish for them. If you are remembering somebody this morning for Shloshim or for Yartzeit, I invite you to share their name with our community as I look your way. Zikronam Livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing as we turn to page 40 in our prayer books for Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah be'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Olmei Almaya. Yit Barach V'yit Shabach V'yit Pa'ar V'yit Romam V'yit Naseh. V'yit Hadar V'yit Halev V'yit Halal Shemeid K'dusha Barechu. Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tush Bechata V'nechemata Da'amiran Be'alma Ve'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
You may be seated. We're going to invite Andrew to come and stand back over the reading desk, and we're going to invite his parents to join him. They have prepared a few words of blessing that they are going to share with him this morning.
Andrew, we are so proud of you and what you have done today. Like any Jewish parent, your bar mitzvah is something we've looked forward to since the day you were born. Who knew 13 years could fly by so fast? Other than all of you that have had kids go through this before. Your bar mitzvah today, Andrew, is the culmination of a lot of hard work. Preparing for today was different and more challenging than anything you have ever done before. You needed to practice and study more and longer and harder than you ever have, but it all paid off as you did an absolutely wonderful job. You should be very proud of yourself, as is your family and all of your friends and everybody here today. But it's important for you and all of us to take a moment, Andrew, and recognize that but for the courage and strength of some of your great-grandparents, we would not be here to celebrate this Simcha today. Your great-grandparents, Israel and Esther, survived the Holocaust when every other member of their family was killed. Because of them, and Grandma Esther is still here with us today, a day like today is possible. But this day is also unique. While your Grandma Faye has celebrated lots of Binot mitzvah, you are the first bar mitzvah. Lots of bats, as all the girls who were up here for the cousins Aliyah can attest. But you are the first bar mitzvah for Grandma Faye since my own 36 years ago. And before that, there had not been a bar mitzvah in Grandma Faye's family for 50 years. And for Grandma Nancy and Grandpa Stan, you were the first bar or bat mitzvah since your mom's 29 years ago. So you, us, and everyone here, Andrew, should not take this momentous occasion for granted. Your Torah portion, Shoftim, deals with the challenging subjects of war, the rules of war, and slavery. As you taught us, Andrew, even in times of war, it's important for people to show kindness and compassion for others, whether it be offering peace before engaging in battle, or as Rabbi Lockitz mentioned, preserving fruit-bearing trees and other valuable assets that will be needed following the conflict. And slavery is the ultimate example of treating people differently for no reason other than their skin, the color of their skin, their religion, or some other basis that has nothing to do with their character. And as you taught us today, Andrew, while the ancient rabbis did not have an issue with us, you taught us that it's okay to disagree with ancient rabbis and learn from our history. While we hope you never have to face the horrors of actual war like your Grandpa Alan in Vietnam, and you fortunately live in a post-slavery world, you exhibit many of the lessons taught in Shoftim in your everyday life. You treat everyone with kindness, from your family to your friends to people you don't even know, and even your sister, most of the time. When you see an injustice, Andrew, whether it be as simple as someone not following the rules of a game or one child who is picking on another, you are always willing to step in and say something. While that may at times place you in a position of not being the most popular child, it will always place you on the right side of the moral and ethical line. One way in which you have exhibited your concern for others is in the mitzvah project that you chose, donating to Read Indeed. As you know, Read Indeed is a nonprofit organization that was founded by an 8-year-old girl whose mission is to promote literacy by collecting and donating books to at-risk children. You, Andrew, have donated books and volunteered your time with Read Indeed in the past, and you will continue to do so in the future. And when deciding on this mitzvah project, I don't think it took you more than 5 seconds to know this was the one for you. Your mitzvah project, Andrew, fits perfectly with who you are. So, Andrew, on behalf of Mom, myself, your sister Talia, your grandparents, your great-grandmother, all your aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and family, we all love you very much. We're very proud of you. Mazel tov. You did great.
Now going to invite Adam Cohn, who is representing our congregation, our Board of Trustees, who is going to share some gifts on behalf of the community.
Don't get away so quickly. So, on behalf of the congregation of Bet Shalom, it is an honor to share with you a couple of gifts that we already reviewed, but I wanted to share more broadly with the congregation for the meaning that they bestow upon this occasion. It starts with the Bar Mitzvah certificate, which is actually a contract that's meaningful because it's the first contract that you've entered into as an adult in the eyes of the Jewish community. And my understanding is that you had legal representation present, so it is legal and binding. And it starts with the English translation of the first words that you spoke in Hebrew from the Bima with the congregation. The world is sustained by three things: by Torah, by worship, and by loving deeds. And it says, in becoming a bar mitzvah, Andrew has accepted the privileges and responsibilities of being a Jew. Lifelong Torah study and the keeping of mitzvot. And so there is a book in here to help you continue your study of Torah. The continual keeping of the Shabbat, holy day, and life cycle observances, and so there is a Kiddush cup presented to you by the women of Bet Shalom. Participation in the life of the synagogue, as you've continued to do, as represented by the card that all of your classmates signed on behalf of this occasion. The Jewish community, so there's a certificate for a year-long membership at the Jewish Community Center in your name, and participation in Israel, and so there are certificates there to help you study abroad in high school should you make that decision. Overall dedication to Tikkun Olam, the perfection of our world, as you've demonstrated today and in your reading of the Torah. So congratulations, Mazel Tov, you did a wonderful job. Thank you. Shake your hand. Great job.
We're now going to invite your sister Talia to come and join you on the bima as we transition to our concluding prayers of Kiddush. Let's turn in our prayer books to page 41 and rise for Vishamru.
Veshamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
L'chaim. You can take a sip and share it with your family. And then, Andrew, why don't you uncover the challah for us? And you and Talia can together lead us in the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem
min haaretz v'te'avon.
And as you are sharing a piece of challah with your family, we're going to invite your classmates, anyone here in the congregation who has either become bar or bat mitzvah in the previous year or who will be becoming bar or bat mitzvah in the year to come up and join us on the bima and help lead us in our closing songs. We're going to turn to page 42 in our prayer book for Ein Kelohinu.
Ein Kelohenu
Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshiachenu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshiachenu. Let's turn to page 43. May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.